Hey everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. So, you guys make it back towards town with fake Friar Morton Bixby in tow.
Did we establish that?
I thought you were carrying him in your bag on the cart.
Yeah, I'm carrying in my bag right now, Neil.
In the
A
cart.
big
In the
bag.
cart.
I mean, the cart could be, set right. Like it could have it to conceal or something, or like how does that? I'm not familiar with the cart. In really,
The wagon
yeah. No.
should have some storage space that we can put a big body and a halfling in.
I guess we could just say they got both eaten by, or like got killed on the road, maybe.
Hmm.
I target his face just to see it isn't a mask, just in case. Just to be sure his face doesn't come off.
Does it come off?
Do you try and rip his face off?
I tug on his face. See if it's a mask.
Well, you have 18-10 strength, so how hard do you tug?
I tug moderately hard.
His face does not come off, although you are definitely like ripping at the skin. You can feel it stretching, but it doesn't easily pull off.
Okay, everyone. It's okay. It's not a disguise. It's not any more disguises, at least.
Still wish we knew what the plot was and how did this connect to the fire in the blacksmith shop.
Yeah. Maybe he has an accomplice. Who knows?
Maybe. Maybe he was hired by somebody.
Now, the way, since this went out of town, did this go out of town to the north? Will we be heading this direction when we're doing our mission?
Nope, this is east.
No.
I tell Crowbar, can you smell him and see what does he smell like?
Water.
Water. You can smell water? That's amazing.
He can be like, if we have to like dig a well anytime, like it can be like that.
He can douse. Like,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah. We used to use him as a dowsing stick.
Do you think we could use him to track like where he went in town, like besides the blacksmith? Because we already know that. And also Slade's body. We should. I think he would have wanted to go up in a pyre of flame. What do you guys think?
Okay.
That sounds like better to burn out than fade away. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to go up with a bang. Don't you think?
Yeah, with a bang. I think he did have a couple explosives on him. He used those. All right. So are we building a pyre, or are we just gonna blow it?
Well, I'm just like, messy.
Yeah, explosion would be pretty messy.
Splatter, not good on clothes. Very hard. Blood stains are very hard too.
So, where are we going to have this pyre? I mean, I don't imagine Desmond wants us to do this in the back of Shenanigans.
Just do it outside this forest area here. Just make sure it's away from some trees so we don't start a fire, like a forest fire.
All right. Well, I guess why don't you guys go gather some wood and I'll make sure no animals eat the body or whatever. And I'll start chopping up the... All right.
You start building a pyre, Neil.
All right. So after they go out to get wood, I'm like, I feel like we missed something last time when we forgot to loot one of our killed people. So I'm going to do a search on Slade.
Slade, what did you have on your character sheet?
Shit, I closed that.
Can you open it again?
1 second.
No.
All right. I had a light crossbow, a blowgun, long sword, short sword, silver dagger. 1, 2, 3, 5, looking like maybe 20 bolts for the crossbow, about 10 for the blowgun, 10 darts for the blowgun. Oh shit! 75 gold, 104 silver, 6 copper.
You getting killed was more lucrative than us going on that mission.
Yeah.
The elf.
You're welcome, assholes.
Well, maybe what we should do is just like roll up, like everybody just like get killed except for one person on the mission, and then that person loots everything, and then we just take turns being like the one person who survives until we build up like a huge party fund.
All right. Leather armor and 1 Bowie knife from that orc we fought where we met the kobold dude when we met Crewbar.
All right. Well, I will set aside all the various.
Oh, and 5 of my jars of oils that I use as grenades.
Okay. So I'll set aside the various equipment here.
That if I'd have thrown at that plant thing when I would have taken the time to light the torch, probably would have changed the whole outcome of all this. Anyway.
What can you do?
All right. Now, I forget. We had potions, but I don't even remember who has them. Did you have any, Slade?
Nope.
Okay.
Neil, dual wielding? How do I do that if I want to do that for a weapon proficiency?
Rangers are special in that they already start with 1 level of dual wielding.
Okay.
What does it say?
I can't find it.
Let's see. When wearing studded leather or lighter armor, a ranger can fight two-handed with no penalty to his attack rolls.
Oh, sweet. So I just naturally have dual wield?
Rangers auto get dual wield.
Awesome. No.
As long as you're not wearing, as long as you're only wearing studded leather or lighter armor.
And that's what I'm wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Yep.
Just to be clear, so all the gear I set aside, the purse, I'm gonna sort of winnow it down to, we'll say, 6 gold pieces and some copper that I'll leave in his purse and put the rest in mine, and then I'll set the much reduced purse next to the gear.
Okay.
Since I have to keep paying for things that burn down.
Okay. I don't think anyone else is paying attention, so you do all this without getting caught.
Well, that's why I asked everyone else to go out. And
Yeah.
I volunteered to watch the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of you guys managed to gather some wood. You're setting this fire up not on the road, but off the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll clear things out so we don't actually start a forest fire.
Sure. The 3 of you, each one of you, give me a perception check, please.
Only has to be a small pyre, too.
Well,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of wood to burn a corpse.
So it's kind of a barbecue.
Wow, I actually succeeded in a perception check. That's amazing.
Good job.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we only need one of you to succeed to make sure that there was no flammable materials nearby to make sure that you weren't going to catch anything on fire. So you all check the campsite. It all seems to be good. And you set... Is it just Slade's body, or is it just Morton's body, or is it both bodies, or how many bodies are being burned?
Did we want?
Yeah, just Slades for now.
Yeah, we'd have to cut down a few trees if we wanted to burn.
We'd have to
one
chop down the whole forest.
Yeah.
There might just be a forest fire if we try to burn the other one's body.
Okay. So you engulf Slade's body in flames.
Well, before that,
Oh.
I go up to before we start up with the torches and I go up to his body. I pull his hand, so I guessing his hand resting like this maybe or something. I pull them up and I pull out the cucumber and I lay on his chest.
You
What's
leave the
his favorite
cucumber on his
vegetable?
chest.
Yeah, like with his hand, like holding the cucumber. I like just
Okay.
one last meal, my friend. One last meal.
He would have liked it that way.
Yes.
You know what? He would have liked wherever you put it on him.
Sure, he would.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we're gonna loot the rest of his. I don't know. I guess I'm not that kind of person that would just make him off his possessions. So I just do that.
All right,
Okay.
so let's. Do we take the explosives out from his packs already?
I thought
Yeah,
you were using those to.
I don't really want to have explosions going on.
Yeah.
Well, okay, they're not explosives. He says explosives. They're jars of oil. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Badass jars of oil.
They're normal jars of oil.
Those
I
will
put
help.
smiley faces on them.
Those will help with a fire. So I pour like some of the jars of oil on the fire, so I can get a really pretty good fire going.
Good.
And I light it.
Okay, it goes up in flames, just like Slade, and as you watch the fire burn, slowly a crowd starts to come from inside town. At first in a panic, worrying that the forest is on fire, but after seeing what you guys are doing, some people just kind of bop around. Some stay and pay their respects to the dead, not really knowing who it is. Others turn around and head back. And a few hours later, the fire has burned down low enough that you guys feel comfortable leaving it alone out in the woods. And you head back into town? Question?
Sure.
What do we want to do about the father here?
I mean, when does rigor mortis set in?
A few hours?
Like we can have like as a puppet, like walk.
Are you trying to? We should do a weekend at Bernie's, is what you're saying? Because I'd be totally down for that.
Oh, God.
Up to you guys.
I don't know. I don't know what my character would think in this situation. Like really.
I mean, I think we have some sort of credibility. So if we took the body maybe to the church, like we could just explain things, maybe? Because he does look like the friar, but he with like the subtle differences and everything, like the hair and
Yeah. I don't ask people ask questions.
because
Maybe.
otherwise we're just either carrying a body around or we're gonna dump the body.
Yeah. Too bad can't take a picture.
We could make a painting. Okay.
Oh yes, Alejandro, very good painter. You know.
So what do you want to do, guys?
I don't know. I sort of feel like we should bring the body back to town to ask questions, but I'm also wondering if we'll get accused of anything. I mean, just hauling bodies around. Oh, nope, just found it. Oh, well, maybe we killed him. But it was totally justified.
Well, people die every day in these parts.
We were standing our ground.
Oh yeah, and it was formerly part of the town guard, so should be able to talk to the constable to explain things.
All right, so I don't know. Do you think we should bring him back? It does seem like there's questions to be answered here.
Yeah, we definitely need some questions answered. Alright, so we'll load them up onto the wagon/cart and go back to town.
Alrighty.
Okay. You guys get back to town a little bit later.
What can go wrong?
That's our motto.
And you pull up to Shenanigans with your cart. Crewbarb is already there, kind of hanging out near the stables in a pile of hay. And as you approach, he pops up and goes, "Oh! You're home! Hey! Where's the mean one?"
We don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Here, have a fig.
So,
Yeah.
So I'll go up to Shenanigans, and I'll go to Desmond and go, hi there, Desmond.
How's it going there? Jill?
Not so good, but I've got a question for you. More on that later, but a question. Have you seen Friar Bixby around lately?
Bixby the big guy, right?
Yeah.
Bixby big boned.
well, that's a little bit
Big
mean.
ass.
Yeah, I saw him a couple days ago.
A couple days ago.
Yeah, I think he was. Let me look at my map. I think Bixby was headed east. Said he was gonna go do something in the capital for somebody. It's only a couple days out, so he should be back anytime now.
When you saw him, was he? Did you notice anything strange with his hair by any chance?
I mean, he's got that weird cut that goes all the way around the top that leaves it bald up there and heavy on the sides. It's like a really weird mullet. Like a mullet that got way out of hand. Like,
Yeah, because we could maybe use some advice. You got something to show you in the cart, keeping in mind how his hair normally is. Come take a look at this. Since you're like a pro adventurer,
well, retired.
we're really more of a band.
All right, let's take a look. He follows you out to your cart.
All right. So I'll show him, Friar Wharton Mixby.
Do we like a dramatic reveal? Like, is there a sheet over him, and do we like do the pull thing? Just like
We lower the side of the cart.
okay.
He looks and goes, "Oh," and that's not Bixby, is it?
It doesn't seem to be. It was actually at some point it was a doppelganger, and then when we killed it, it turned into this.
It was a weird creature, like big, thin.
Like, gray and tall and all nasty looking. It was able to like contort its body into like weird shapes.
Yeah, we were really confused by the whole thing where it turned back into this, because we thought they took their natural form when they were killed.
No, not that's a common misconception. Doppelgangers are strange folk. I haven't seen one in a few years. Bothers me that there's one here. Bothers me more that it took the form of Morton Bixby.
And it did a really poor job of it too.
The hell?
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, they only can do so good of a job. This seems like a shoddy
But the hair thing seems
Does like this fake one? Does it bleed red?
I don't know. He pulls out a knife and stabs it.
well,
Looks
we
like he
wouldn't know
does.
it's been stabbed up through the.
Oh yeah, Desmond. One question: in all your travels, have you ever seen an elf that tall as that woman from earlier today?
Oh, the one that I sent over. Yeah,
Yeah.
tall elves are few and far between. They're a sub-race, I think is the appropriate term for them. They live
the tall
far,
elves.
far to the north.
Interesting. So do you have any advice on how to deal with this doppelganger, or just
No. Well, it's dead. They usually come in packs, though, so if you see any of your other friends being doppelgangered, I keep my eyes out. Then again, this is such a half-assed job.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Think maybe it has some friend, perhaps.
Like, is there a surefire way to sniff out a doppelganger? Other than just killing it dead.
Well, if you kill it dead, you won't really know. Because as you can see, it takes the form of the last person that it took the form of. There's
So it
no
was like
real
that.
way. I mean, detect magic spells might help you out there. Any sort of gem of true seeing might help you out. Glasses of true seeing. Stuff like that. You could try and charm it, knock it to sleep.
Yoga, I say.
Maybe. Doppelgangers are strangely resilient to sleep and charm spells, so
Oh, good to know.
yeah. So in case maybe you can try and make it go to sleep, and if it doesn't go to sleep, it's a doppelganger, unless the doppelganging an elf, because elves are already resistant to sleep. A doppelganger taking form of the elf would be very hard to detect. Then again, the elves...
Alejandro Escosa. Oh, too much for him. Like,
Okay, well, I can
why
detect
does
magic.
he exist? Who, why, how could you know to tell friend from enemy? Well, clearly this one is a shitty job, but you know.
Well, I mean, there is, how we did it here, where we asked a question that only, well, I guess it wasn't a very good question since everybody knows La Sombra. But I was just trying to see if maybe this person was from out of town. So, I'm just worried about Bixby. I mean, if this thing just replaced him because it knew he was out of town, or it replaced him because it captured him and hid him somewhere.
Well, I guess you guys are gonna have to go find Bixby, or hope he finds you.
You said he's probably off in the capital somewhere.
Yeah, but hopefully he comes back.
Doing all the way to Springfield?
In Shelbyville.
Something like that.
The greater Springfield and the greater Shelbyville metropolitan area?
Desmond Cox is headed to you. I don't think the capital's called Springfield or Shelbyville. It's called... and yeah.
How smooth.
Northwest. Okay.
Well, the
What was
capital
it called
does
now?
not compare to
It's
Sausage
called-
East West.
I'm pretty sure it's called Springfield. I've never heard it called anything else.
Well, straight you've... Yeah, he shrugs. Anyway, I gotta go back to the bar. Hopefully you can still make your appointment with What's-Her-Face tomorrow.
Sultanius or something like that.
Sultania.
Yeah, tall elf chick from out of town.
Like, you know her and she's not a doppelganger or anything, right?
Oh god, no, I just met her yesterday. Today.
Oh.
Well, we'll watch our backs.
It's okay.
Good.
I will lay on the charm. No doppelganger can resist that.
Yeah, and I'll have to be watching her back.
I'm just getting your character sheet now, Eric. It says you have sheaf arrows, even though you cannot use sheaf arrows with a short bow.
Oh, that's weird. I put down flight arrows. I don't know why it says that.
Okay, just...
Mine says flight arrows.
Okay, whatever. That's fine, as long as you know that they're flight.
I have it as 1d6.
Okay, cool.
That's
in
weird.
I meant in the equipment section on the second page of the character sheet.
Oh, I didn't update that. Yeah, but on the gear sheet, on the front page, it says flight arrow.
Cool. Just change the one on the equipment, and you are good to go. This looks pretty sweet. I will look at it at more depth later on.
Okay.
And I think we're going to have to wrap it up here because we don't have enough time to go into any further adventures. So this is going to be a slightly shorter third chapter today.
Well, one thing was good. We
Oh,
got
yes.
the card back.
I'm sorry, say what?
What was that?
We got the card back at least.
You do have the cart back. You do have the horse back. You have crowbar back. You have everything back minus Slade, but, you have his wealth. So
And possibly not Father Bixby either.
And minus a cucumber, but what can you do, right?
what
Yeah.
can you do?
Yeah.
Gonna miss that cucumber.
Oh, and we'll make our evening meal. Well, unless we when we pick this up, do other stuff. like a big commemorative salad made out of the.
And I will do the cooking. You're brilliant with my 5 intelligence. I do have cooking I do have cooking though.
Awesome. Yeah, I didn't have enough slots for it, so excellent.
Excellent.
Best cooking.
Everybody gets 450 experience points. By everyone, I mean Pat, Rob, and Simon.
My new character deserves them.
Your new character has 0 experience. Your new character is brand new to the world. Has no idea what's going on.
Oh, she knows what's
2K, right? It's 2K for fighters.
Yes, it is. Are you there?
No, I'm 700 off.
This is such a slow climb.
Yeah, but what can you do about it?
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to say before we call it quits for tonight?
Rest in peace, Slade Wilson.
Rip in peace, Slade Wilson.
Yeah. May you eat cucumbers in heaven.
And
May you
Jimmy
ride shiny and chrome through the
Jerry
gates of
Jimmy Chunk.
Valhalla.
Witness him.
Yeah, I witnessed that. You got straight up toe up from the flow up.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs. Do yoga.
So I think we're going to be playing Shenanigans next week. And we're going to have to see about the week after that because I will probably be able to make Shenanigans no problem. God. Hold on. Simon, you're in the same time zone as Germany, right?
Yes. That's correct.
What time does Shenanigans start for you?
7 o'clock.
In the evening? Perfect.
9.
Perfect. Then we will have Shenanigans this next week and the week after that. Because I will be in Europe the week after that, and I don't know. I wasn't sure about time zones and times and everything, but that will be fine. I will be able to do everything I need to do that day.
You're just globetrotting.
I will be starting actually a Monday next week on the 6th. I am taking off to Europe for 40-some days and just kind of bouncing around a whole bunch of different countries, staying with various people from chat. Yeah, I think I'm going to hit 18 cities in 12 countries.
Wow.
Am I going to
Something?
Stockholm?
Wow.
19 cities in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 countries, 12 if you count Scotland as a separate country from England, which I know they're technically separate countries, but really, come on, guys, you're the same country.
Are you going to Stockholm, Neil?
I will not be in Stockholm.
Oh,
I will be in Helsingborg and Gothenburg.
that's too far away. That's way too far away. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
No. But we will do Shenanigans next Sunday, and then the Sunday after that, and then we'll check in as we go through, as I